On the second morning of the 20th September, this was the Union line. The Federals were entrenched here, the breastworks, etc. As you can see, this line of monuments delineates the various units' position. So you got, what, about 700-800 guys in a regiment, a full-strength regiment. This shows very clearly this defreeze, or rather freeze, shows the breastworks that people were fighting behind, and I think that's pretty interesting and significant. I love the federal monuments. They had so much money after the war because they weren't devastated. They were able to afford these incredible sculptures and just phenomenal stuff. But they fought behind the breastworks, and here this is another sculpture that shows, you see the wood in the bottom, meant to delineate the breastworks, the logs. Beautiful, beautiful detail. The Kelly Field behind us, where the Federals moved out across into this area, across the road, which is now a road. It wasn't a road then. We have the various Georgia monuments and etc. And they're all worn and torn and barely legible, barely readable. In the woods behind us is where Helms was killed. Helms was Lincoln's favorite brother-in-law, which is kind of an interesting side note here. He apparently took his death very, very hard. Lincoln offered him a commission in the Federal Army during the beginning of the war. He was a West Point graduate, but he rejected that in favor of his beliefs and values. Defense of his individual liberty in the face of tyranny. This is a Teth, Wisconsin, another really nice monument we see here. Very cool, very exciting. And these monuments stretch all the way down. So this whole line, as far as you can see straight down here through the woods, back way up through here, was a defensive point on the second day. And I don't know how they knew 30-some years later, but there's a couple of stacked cannonball monuments to Colquitt and Helms, delineating the site where they were mortally wounded, we'll say. So it's pretty exciting stuff.